al iniciar la grabación. Voy a asegurarme de que tengo suficiente espacio, que debería tenerlo. Tengo en el down 121 y en el disco local 63. No es una barbaridad, pero servirá. Voy a encender la televisión, que está apagada. Así que ahora mismo lo único que podría hacer es jugar mirando aquí. Tengo que ponerme los cascos. ¿Me apetece? Pues no me apetece una mierda. Pero me los voy a poner. ¡Dios, qué calor! Pero ¿cómo tanto calor, maldita sea? Vale, y vamos a encender la tele y vamos a darle caña. A ver. Del viaje a Bélgica, la verdad es que estoy aquí un poquito necesitado de volver otra vez a encontrar el punto, que creo que es este. Así que con esto estamos nice, con esto estamos bien. Vamos a colocarlo, vamos a terminar de actualizar y vamos a ver si encontramos los ajos. Madre mía, se ha liado, ¿eh? Desde que no jugamos, wow. No tengo aquí por lo que estoy viendo el chat nuevo. Y el chat nuevo debería de estar. A ver, ahí estamos. Bendito chat, bendito chat. Está muy bien, el emote wall lo tengo también, genial. Está muy bien, así lo leo. ¿Cómo estaba el clima en Bélgica? Estaba nice. Justo antes de ir estaba como a 20 y tantos grados, que es una barbaridad. Pero luego después, cuando llegó el calor, me lo traje de Españita conmigo y estaban como a 31, pero 31 grados estaba bien, tío. Yo salí con una chaqueta de vestir, tipo blazer, un saco, que te pones para hacer tus cosas. Y eso, y cuando estaba de ese palo, me lo ponía porque hacía calor, pero me merecía para que no me diese el sol en la piel. Entonces, no era este punto insoportable en el que no podías hacer nada, ¿no? Estaba nice. Así que, pues bueno, estuvo bien, pero eché de menos estar aquí, eché de menos a mi gente y eché de menos seguir avanzando con Final Fantasy XVI. Que hay que seguir dándole para la reseñica y bueno, pues cosa por cosa. Terminado de actualizar, así que vamos a quitar la música y vamos a darle que se viene. ¿Llegaremos hoy a Titán? La verdad es que lo dudo, pero estaría interesante. Me llenaría el corazoncito. Bueno. La última vez que estuve aquí, literal, la última vez que estuve aquí, estaba como sad del palo. Jolín, tío. Me hubiese gustado mucho. Me hubiese gustado haber seguido jugando, pero no pude. Y ya, pues bueno. Está bien el ver que ya... Finally, vamos a poder seguir dándole cositas. Vale, debo de tener como mogollón de habilidades. No estoy subiendo ninguna habilidad. Tengo 900 y pico puntos. No sé si aprender cosas o no. Esto de aquí es lo de que dejas eso y luego después pegas. Electrocuta a los enemigos cercanos a ser golpeada. Está nice, ¿no? Que lo dejas ahí. Está chulo, pero lo mismo me interesa. Este aquí ya lo hicimos, que hace así que cae. Tenemos el de Garuda, que era que te hacías aquí un Edigordo del Tekken. Ibas tirando cosas. Este puede ser interesante también aprenderlo. Y teníamos aquí el del Fénix, que te da las llamas del renacer. Ahora son los enemigos cercanos. En un mar de llamas. Al mismo tiempo restaura la porción de color claro de la barra de vitalidad si la hubiera. Coño, esto está guay. Esta está chula. Lo de que cure al mismo tiempo que tal está muy guay. Me gusta. Así que lo mismo tiramos ese. Ya veremos. Por ahora seguimos ahorrando. Why not? Vamos a ver qué se cuenta este pavo.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Audible have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
Se viene.
As you command.
Se viene. El parche para bajarle botio brutal al juego. Ah, mola, mola, mola. Estoy haciendo mi primera partida de rol. Tenía una duda cómo arreglar un personaje neutral malvado.
Perhaps now they will find peace.
Pues.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Neutral malvado barre siempre para casa y no le importa pasar líneas morales como el asesinato, el robo y tal, que los demás entenderíamos problemáticas. Vamos ya.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind.
Se viene.
Suffice to say,
Se viene. Somos
that
4.
got their attention.
Nice.
It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
¿Cuántas horas lleva el lince de juego? Pues no sé cuántas llevamos. Vamos, nivel 26, lo puedes ver. 3 icons. Estamos Garuda, Lando, Ifrit. Bueno, Ifrit y el Phoenix. Estamos. No he cogido nada de Ifrit, tío. Me siento hasta mal. Me siento hasta mal. Incrementa el rendimiento en combate con R3 cuando se alcanza el límite. Está bien esto. No lo hemos mejorado, pero está nice. Invoca esferas ígneas que gira alrededor. Infligen daño a los enemigos que entran en conflicto con ellas y bloquean ciertos ataques. Mola. Y contra un enemigo mientras lo atacas varias veces lo hace retroceder. También puede ejecutarse en el aire. Está nice. Está chulo. But me gusta bastante este. Digo, me gusta bastante este de pegar para arriba. Y me gusta bastante este. Y que sí, justo pillo un algo que duplique la efectividad. Está bastante nice, la verdad. Me mola.
On your command, my lord.
Se viene.
What is it now? I told you. We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields?
Ha dicho a woman un poquito preocupante, ¿eh?
Die along with your flame.
¿Qué quiere decir eso de a woman? Terrible. Terrorífico.
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Es que, Dios mío.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank.
Se vienen.
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
Ok.
More dragons.
Works. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Era un mini wyverno muy chiquito. Muy chiquito. Oh, otro
A
dragón tiro.
noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Se viene.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
We'd finish him.
Bueno.
Bet you're all ready. Slow.
Ahí fue. Está bastante nice, la verdad. Me gustan los guerreros dragontinos. Se pegan ahí unos saltos, hacen unas cosas. Me gustan. Argolla dragontina, uña de dragón. Está nice.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for
Ese es el momento para un discurso motivacional, ¿eh?
up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
El pendón. Buena palabra, se está perdiendo.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Está muy bien. Está nice. Misión cumplida. Ceniza y meteorito. Turururu.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter.
Buena suerte con ello, la verdad. Porque quiero decir...
It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who
Otro
love
pin.
Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
¡Otro pin!
I shall
Maravilloso.
wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Está muy bien. Qué bonitos son los gráficos de juego, tío. Otra cosa no, pero qué bonitas son las ciudades, maldito sea.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Bliki, 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 bliki. Oh, oh.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue!
Cuidado que se está haciendo un...
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod.
Oh.
Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Uy. Se está haciendo la performance.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddo in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
Es él, es él, es él. Le hizo la performance.
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint and the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit.
¿Por qué los tíos son tan tocones? No me pegue, tío. No me pegue, tío. Soy consciente que estoy aquí. No hace falta que pegue.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have.
What?
I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
Qué bonito cuando usan música de los clásicos.
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
Me gusta mucho esta versión.
The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass.
Me cae bien el tío. Me cae bien el tío, la verdad. Me cae bien. Me gustaría ser ese tío yo. Me gustaría ser el tío enrollado. El problema está en que mi hermana y su marido son muy fachas, entonces no voy a poder ser el tío enrollado porque ese niño va a crecer sin ningún tipo de conciencia de clase y por tanto va a haber asperezas, pero me gustaría ser ese tío.
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustenus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
Manitus.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Díselo.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. No.
Hay rollo aquí, ¿eh?
The
Hay
journey
rollo
to
aquí,
Canada
¿eh?
is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Hay rollito. Se les ve que aquí hay un poquito de rollito. Hay un poquito de rollito por aquí. Muy bien. Se viene. Sangre, hierro y fe.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Typical nobles.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move.
¿Y ahora qué? Una poquita de tierra negra ahí,
As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy.
Ajá.
And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic.
Entiendo.
Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago, in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether, and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Justanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp.
¿Qué putos?
Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity.
Claro, porque está subiendo el cum desde abajo.
The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drostanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drek's breath. And things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate. We would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same.
Va a tocar los huevos eso.
Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Está nice. Hay una secundaria, me van a mandar por ajitos. Nos hacemos una secundaria de ir a buscar ajitos. Me van a decir que vaya a repartir manzanas.
I didn't take you for a scholarly van.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
A por ajito, se viene.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient.
Vaya.
A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Está muy bien. No voy a priorizarla, pero está bien. Ok. Estamos ready. Hay una con una X. Las de la X son como importantes. La última que hicimos con una X me dio al chocobo. O sea que...
How did we never hear billets being posted every...
Veamos.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Que te le gusta.
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what you say?
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now,
Okay.
he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Ok, vamos a hacerle de psicólogo al herrero. De psicólogo al herrero. Vamos a ver.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
¿Qué tal, señor? ¿Cómo le va? Enfadado, enfadado.
First August, and now you.
Guidedude que flipas.
Up to. What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right. We're going.
Y nos echa. Bueno. Nos vamos a la mierda, descuide usted. Cling, 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 cling.
I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
Que es un coselete.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Next all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He doesn't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe... Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
Está muy bien.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Vale, vamos a ver. Oye, está bien, una secundaria de verdad, gente. Una secundaria de verdad, una caza, una investigación, una cosa. Está nice. Cuando viene una que es de verdad, lo suyo es aprovecharla. Pregunta sobre grifo. He oído que andas buscando un grifo, ¿verdad? Pues nos acaba de llegar un encargo de uno que se llama... Al que llaman Dozamare Cupo. Oh, Ángel de la Muerte. Belfegor Dozmare. Cuando se dirigía de la estación Neuburn desde Lost Wind, uno de nuestros compañeros fue derribado por una repentina ráfaga de viento sin un aullido tan aterrador que hizo huir despavoridos. Sin indagar los lugareños. Se como los chocobos y los niños, no necesito saber más. Consulta de habladores. Encuentra. Ok. Ya está, ¿no? Esto directamente no hay que cogerlas. Va, sí, ya está. Bastión Neuburn. Bastión Neuburn. ¿Dónde está el Bastión Neuburn, tío? Tengo aquí lo de la guarida, que la guarida ya está, ¿no? 3 juncos. Climas de Orabel. Loswin. Norwich. Bastión Neuburn, puerta este. Vamos a ver aquí. Probemos. Vale, se supone que tiene que estar por aquí. Vamos a intentar ignorar todo lo que no sea. Arañicas. Entre Loswin y Neuburn. El Sacro Ojo. Nido del Dragón, Northwich. Loswin. Vale, tiene que estar recto a la izquierda.
There's no coin to be had in this miserable land. Even if they wanted to trade with us.
I know. It was hard for us Dalmats here in San Brett before the captive.
A ver. Ambrosía.
Faster!
Buitre, chocobos. Aquí tenemos garudas desterradas. Dinosaurios raros. Raptores. No estoy pa' mierdas. Camino a Loswyn. Camino a Loswyn es por aquí. Aquí está la garuda. Tendría sentido. Me he dado la vuelta por donde no es. Donde sea. A ver, ignoremos a esta. Ignoremos, por favor. Vale, los win es... Oh, correcto. O sea, por aquí abajo. Si yo fuese un dev lo pondría por aquí. Así en plan arena. Pero no, aquí hay raptores. Por aquí abajo. Arañitas. Arañitas. Dragones. Me da que no. Y aquí ya llegamos a Loswyn. Tiene que estar por algún lado entre Loswyn y el... este es el nido del dragón. Northridge. La esta. Ubicación actual. A ver. Misiones. Crónicas. Gesta culinaria. Blackthorn Clive averigua por qué. En otras palabras, se ocultaría consulta de botada de negocios. Y encuentra el hipogrifo. En eso estaba. Pero ponía que estaba entre esto y esto. Oh, el drift del mando, por Dios. En las murallas, justo. Lo hice hace un par de horas. ¿En las murallas? Bastión este en las murallas. ¿Qué me estás hablando? Se ha dicho pasada Loswyn. No. En las murallas. En las murallas, no. Bastión, no ver puerta este. Nido del dragón. Norwich. Loswyn. Dentro de las murallas. En la parte oeste desde Loswyn. O sea, tiras desde Loswyn. No hay en puerta este. Nido del dragón. Aquí. Manto de la noche. Campo ornamento emperrada. Armario del dragón. Taller. Puerta. Túnel del mosto. Río Neyvern. Puerta oeste. Aquí. Wow, ok. Let's go. Está bueno. ¿Por dónde salimos? Por... Curioso, curioso. Curioso, curioso. es sin duda un temilla. A ver si es necesario para pillarla. Buen dogo. Buen dogo. Buen dogo, buen dogo. Buen dogo, buen dogo. A ver. Pues... si es necesario para seguir, se sigue. Ok. Por ahí.
This is no time to ride.
Siempre es time to ride, Clive. Siempre.
Not here.
Vamos allá.
Let's go.
A ver.
All right. Time to fight.
Lucharía si no tuviese un chocobo. Teniéndolo como que no es necesario.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew. Be safe.
Se viene. Ahí está. Dozmare clase B. Se viene.
Other work will have to wait.
Ogle, look sharp.
O sea, que podríamos hacerle una parada con eso. Matadlo, por Dios. Matadlo, por Dios. Estaba uno de vida. Estaba uno de vida, maldita sea. Estaba uno de vida. ¡Fuck! Primera vez que me matan. ¿Que volvemos otra vez a empezar el combate? Empezamos a tomar por el culo. ¡No! No. Puerta este. ¡Oh! ¡Oh! ¡Qué raro! ¡Oh! No, 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 no. ¡Qué rabia con uno de vida, tío! ¡Qué rabia con uno de vida!
Run like the wind.
Al menos la música está bien. Buen chill, sí señor. Vale, cruzamos este puente. A ver, realmente podemos ir hasta Loswin. ¡Oh! Por Dios. Mando, por favor. Quédate quieto. Gracias. Ay, no me puedo comprar otro mando de la PS5, tío. Son muy caros. Son muy caros. You will have to do.
Good day to you.
Subíamos por ahí, salíamos y a correr. Esta es cacería Vim. Está nice, está nice. Vamos a llevar a la chocoba en lo que salgamos de aquí a la puerta. ¿Conoces Library of Rina? Un JRPG coreano. No, o sea... Creo que me dijeron que la música estaba muy bien y que tenía que coger algún tema. Y borraron todos los temas de Spotify. Así que... Huele regular. Huele regulero.
Time to fight.
Ya las tengo que desbloquear a Titán, Dios mío. Y quitarme a Garuda.
Thanks, girl.
It's us or them.
Por Dios. No se muere el hijo de puta. Se queda como 1 de vida, 2 de vida, tal cual. No se muere. Está bueno, está bueno. Buenos dineros. No valen para nada, pero buenos dineros. Está muy bien. Asher Ryoko, 11 recién cumplidos, te acompaña. 31 recién cumplidos, te acompaña en el camino de la vejez y que puedes pagar tu hipoteca, Lince. Me voy a ver tus aventuras de Bélgica. Yo con el curro no he podido verlo, te dejo en la segunda pestaña. Muchísimas gracias, compi. MC4 de 5 se suscribía hace 7 minutos. Muchas gracias por ese Prime 50 meses con nosotros. El bueno de Skeppy se suscribe hace media horita. Ojalá Clive supiera lo que es una indirecta. Ojalá. Pero no parece que le vaya a clavar. Muchas gracias, Javi. Gracias por la remenda de sub. Thank you.
You all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
En lugar de es que soy peletero, he leído es que soy hetero y yo, bueno, algo de lo que disculparse, supongo.
Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you.
Dale, dale.
Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Seguro que sí. Vale, nada que coger por aquí. Dos guiles, wow. ¿Te has dejado todo el hipogrifo? Vaya grebas de cácate que te vas a hacer. Vale. Vamos. Oh, tienes el objeto de esquiva. Es como un parry que te da como 5 segundos de estado de berserk. Ni idea, la verdad. Miro poco mi equipo. A no ser que sea hablar con este señor y que mejore un whatever.
How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
Buen coro curtido, sí señor.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Está muy bien.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Okay.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted, I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Son novios. Son novios. Se comen el pito, pero dicen no homo al final. Tienen una imagen que mantener. Diseño de cinturón de matadragones. Nice. Está muy bien. El señor como va. Ah, martillo negro. A ver. No creo que tengamos nada así más interesante. Tinto de matadragones. Necesitamos un Electrum 0 de 1. Uno Hirokane, que lo tenemos. La concha espinosa, tenemos todo el mundo. Un el dragón tal. Nos falta un Electrum. Que creo que eso de ahí es que es un bicho de cacería, supongo. A ver. Y tenemos masa gelatinosa, que supongo que será bicho de cacería. I guess. Está muy bien. Mejorar. No tenemos mucho que mejorar por aquí. No tenemos mucho que mejorar por aquí. No tenemos mucho que mejorar por aquí. Vale, matadragones. Supongo que la uña de dragón esa que nos falta tiene que ser la del dragón que hay por aquí. ¿Qué tal, cupo? ¿Qué tienes por ahí? Talón de anuncios. Tenemos el ángel de la muerte. Un mercader de Northern ha advertido a un equipo de liberadores de la presencia de una terrorífica arpía cerca del camino que discurre entre la ciudad y el bastión de Noburnt. Pese a nuestros compañeros no vieron nada al recorrer la senda, sí que escucharon unas estridentes carcajadas en la lejanía. No bajéis la guardia si pasáis por ahí. ¿Esta es la única esta que queda? Puede ser. Belefort, un avis salvaje considerable de tamaño que ha anidado en lo alto de una colina junto a Icepool. Aunque se advierte a los viajeros y hace lo posible por evitar provocar esta bestia, es cuestión de tiempo que se salga a cazar presas. Se buscan voluntarios dispuestos a terminar con ella antes de que ataque la aldea de los alrededores. Considerable tamaño anidado en lo alto de una colina junto a Icepool. Alto de una colina junto a Icepool. A ver, estaba antes rollo aquí. En Lostwind, Northridge, había como una unidad de cerda esta, garuda chiquita. Había una garuda chiquita. Un rollo por ahí. Norwich. Había una garuda chiquita por aquí. Que supongo que es la que nos falta. Es C, así que debería ser relativamente sencillo. Norwich y el bastión de Noivern, así que tiene que ser para abajo. Vamos a intentar evitar a esta. ¿Será esta pava? Tiene pinta, sí. Tiene pinta, sí.
This isn't gonna be easy.
Compañero. Está muy bien. Qué complicado es hacer parries en este juego, tío. Tiene el... Ah, tenemos un ojo eólico. El ojo eólico está bien, pero tampoco me va a decir demasiado. Vale, nice. Fuck, ¿qué me había dicho? ¿Qué me había dicho el otro? Abrir el mapa mundi. ¿Qué me habían dicho? Ni el dragón. Bastión de Noivern. Los Win. Colinas de Tal. Los 3 juncos. La cantidad del halcón. Audible. Puerto y Solda. Está aquí, ¿no? Eastpool. Soto Oscuro. Eastpool. Ronda de Tal. ¿Me ha dicho en Eastpool? ¿Me ha dicho en Eastpool? ¿Maybe? El dragón estaba en Rosaria. ¿Estaba en Rosaria? Pensaba que me habían dicho por aquí. A ver, bueno, realmente no está como muy lejos. Una cosa de la otra. Vale. Voy a acercarme aquí a ver la otra secundaria esta. Y luego tiramos hacia lo otro. Y aprovechamos y compramos tal. El parry es titánico. El parry es una movida. Cuando está con titán, que es rollo de estallar la defensa, está nice. No he podido jugarlo, pero lo he probado en el otro sitio. ¿Qué tal, señor? Me vendrían bien unas... incrementa el efecto de las sagas por 30 segundos. Meteorito botado. Me vendría bien unas potis.
Thanks very much. Much obliged. There you go. Thanks very much.
Está muy bien.
That all, is it?
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other, don't we?
Welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up. Hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer. And there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Los 3 juncos. Está muy bien.
Stay sharp.
Vale, ¿podemos bajar por aquí? No. No podremos, no. Aquí. Digo, me sonaba que había una de estas. Una escalerica. Nice.
Not here.
Vamos allá. Que haya un muro aquí invisible, incluso con el chocobo, me ofende muchísimo, sinceramente. Me ofende una barbaridad, compañero. Andando lo puedo entender, pero con el chocobo, que se puede pegar así un huelecito chiquitín. Mira, fatal.
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
Beacon wins!
Acabadle, por Dios. Es un escorpión. Le sacamos 28 niveles, please. Acábenlo.
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad.
A ver. Oh, antes de que se ponga malo. Vale, o sea que por aquí hemos acabado, estimo. Sí. Ahí estamos. Controlando el drift. Controlando el drift. Ahora sé lo que se siente al ser un jugador de Smash. Señor, tengo tu cosa.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
I did indeed.
Marvelous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long.
No me la voy a comer encima que te la he traído, compañero. Es la comida de mierda de Breath of the Wild.
Chance's stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss.
Se muere. Se muere.
Odin's teeth. What an assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavors, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
Pati.
You're welcome.
Disfruta.
Share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
Seguro que sí, compañero, seguro que sí. Está muy bien, la verdad. Gracias por tanto. Vale, vamos a ver la cacería que nos falta. Si sale nice, si no sale, pues también nice. Qué de chill la música de aquí, tío. Es en plan la isla inicial de Kingdom Hearts. ¿Qué tal, señor? Me queda una cacería de esta. Aves, colina junto a Espul. Aunque se advierte de los viajeros, se hace tal. Una colina junto a Espul. Vale. Colina junto a Espul. Espul. Colina junto a Espul. Espul. Una colina. El problema de este sitio es que era pasillero que te cagas. Colina. Resjunto cos. Espul. Colina junto a. Pero es que esto, tío. Vamos a avanzar por aquí. A ver si hubiese. Oh. Igual por ahí. Un nido. Colina junto a Espol. Por aquí vamos a Gallina Verde, la esta. Igual por aquí abajo. Vamos. Para arriba y luego para abajo. Please. Ahí está. Belfegor. Nos ha puesto la cara como un mapa. Acabamos de empezar. Este era el que estaba buscando. Estaba hecho. Reanudar de pantalla de título, lo veis como más cercano. Sí, no te deja reanudar directamente desde el portátil. Digo, el portátil, desde el principio del combate. Lástima. A ver, al menos es muy obvio dónde está. El problema estaba en acceder, porque al ser tan pasillera la zona. Qué movida. Cagar justo cuando está tan cerquita de palmarla. Necesito algo para poder seguir spameando golpes de icon que no sea la puta garuda. Que es que no vale para nada. Por un lado dices, ah, Lince, es que yo que sé, tienes movimientos muy malos. A ver, es posible. Pero quiero decir, no me apetece tener movimientos buenos con garuda porque es puntos de habilidad que estoy tirando a la basura. No me apetece una shit. Vale, tengo las salas protectoras.
Straight home now. Why am I doing this? Nice try.
Voy a hacer una parada en la vida, tío. Acabo de echar una poción. El fuego quitaba una barbaridad. Era una puta barbaridad. Me debía de un golpe, claro. Nada que me he comido dos. Ahí estuvimos. Una uña de dragón. Pues lo mismo, la uña de dragón no era lo que necesitaba. Lo mismo sí como lo mismo, ¿no? Vale, vamos a probar aquí. Y en caso de que no, hablamos con Jill y ya está. Pero bueno, secundarias. Vamos a ver. Tengo una uña de dragón. ¿Será la uña de dragón el material que necesito de la esta? Vamos a intentarlo. ¿Qué tal, señor? ¿Cómo va eso? Tengo la cosa esta. Cinturón. Nada, es el Electrum este. La uña de dragón está bien. Tengo 4 de 1. Pero no. Vale, estimo que esto no es cuestión de venir aquí a cobrar unas cacerías. Todavía nos queda. A ver, he acabado las cacerías normales. Lo mismo he desbloqueado cacerías mejores o lo mismo no. ¿Qué tal, señor Cupo? ¿Qué tiene usted en el tablón de anuncios? Nada. Así es. Nada. Cagamos. 5.000, 6.000, 8.000, 8.500. Dan dinero, pero como el dinero no vale para una mierda. La verdad es que un poco quex. Jill, tengo que hablar contigo.
We'll be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill, when you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the crystalline Orthodox, the man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
Muy bien. Daniela, gracias por la supo. Hace 17 minutos. Apenas puedo pasarme el Prime de vacaciones. Quería desconectar al menos un mes, pero aquí estamos de nuevo. Muchas gracias. Así río que el Curry Cobain MC4 de 5. Creo que estábamos al día. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Ruth Vega pegó raid. Eso significa que ha terminado. Vamos a dejar la cinemática y lo dejamos por aquí, gente bonita. El barco aquí cortando entre la niebla, bastante nice. Le gusta conducir a Clive con la manito.
Useful trick. Freezing and throwing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas. To keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes.
Jill ha hecho algo increíble.
I'm fine.
No, you're not.
La piedra.
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
All right.
Sonido del viento. Sonido del viento. Mira que van.
There she is. The Iron Kingdom's Mother Crystal.
Drake's breath.
Y lo vamos a partir en dos. ¿O no?
Strong currents, sharp rocks, and ether floods. Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
But safety breeds complacency. Allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen. The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
All right. Let's go.
Pues se viene. Una promesa de escarcha. Vamos a guardar por aquí. Súper bien, gente, súper bien. Pues muy bien. Pues por hoy hasta aquí. Bastante nice. Hemos hecho unas cacerías, hemos subido un nivelito. Hemos devuelto las ganas de vivir a nuestro herrero. Bastante bien. Estamos nice. Que tengo una linda noche. Yo ahora me voy a dibujar mis amorcitos de Dragonlance. Con un poco de suerte mañana se enterarán a los TKM. Muchas gracias. ¿Cómo entraba un sándwich de atún ahora mismo, mamá? Voy para allá, Rouza, voy para allá. Gracias, José Minolasa, por esa suscripción, el Prime, los 7 meses. Viva las indirectas para que te haga la cena. Viva. Debo ir a cocinar, gente. Muchas gracias por haber venido. Les mando un besito de esta pantalla. Como siempre, nos veremos la próxima. Adiós, chaito. ¡Mua!